I need everybody watching this to share this with everybody you know. Specifically, share it with your elected officials, your representatives in Congress. We need to get this to Tom Homan. We need to get this to the authorities, the FBI, because Ilhan Omar, Representative Ilhan Omar, is literally breaking the law. Watch this.
xildhibaanad ilhaan cumar oo dhowaan la hadashay saxaafadda ayaa tala bixin siisay dadka sharciga aan haysan ee ku nool dalkan.
waxaan ula talinayaa dadka Soomaalida ah haddii ay maxaa la dhahaa ii sheeg ice ay isku dayaan inay ku su'aalaan muku qasban tihid inaad su'aalahooda aad ka jawaabtid waxaa dhihi kartaa lawyer aan i advice garay inaanan ku jawaabin qasab ma aha magacaaga iyo sharciga ku joogtid iyo waxaas oo dhan iisaa ku imaataybo inaad kala hadashid marka baro sharciyada iskuna diyaari in aad maxaa la dhahaa ii sheeg aadan dadkaaniiti aadan u sheegin information aadan rabin inay ogaadaan.
I wouldn't be surprised if this video gets deleted, so please share this. Please let everybody that you know what Ilhan Omar is doing. I don't know how she is a representative in our hallowed halls of Congress. At least they're hallowed now. They didn't used to be. It's a complete abomination. She is literally helping, aiding, and abetting criminals. That's a felony. This cretin deserves to be behind bars. There's no other way to put it. And what she's doing right there, instead of, you know, what she's literally doing is she's saying, Jocelyn Nungare, Laken Riley, your family, your parents, and thousands of other American families, I don't care about you. I don't care about your suffering. I don't care that you've lost loved ones due to attacks by these criminal illegal migrants that Biden and Harris gave the red carpet to and let them into our country unvetted, unscreened, with zero obstacles. I don't care about you. I care more about the people that look like me. I care more that there are more brown people in here, an arbitrary skin trait, rather than actual citizens who are law-abiding, tax-paying, hardworking, just trying to live their life in peace and appreciate all the opportunities that the land of promise offers them. This is the most egregious video. It is absolutely substantive evidence that could be documented and accepted by any court of law. So I want you to do two things. A, let me know that you're actually watching this. Just say, hey, it's still up, or just say here. That's it. Just type here in the comments. Tap the thumbs up too. Also, share this with everybody, especially whatever state, even if you're in another country, share this with your authorities. Share this with anybody that you think could make a difference. We need this video to go viral like yesterday. This is the biggest criminal act ever committed by a member of Congress that is this palpable and this legible in the public view. I mean, we know there's a lot of things and nefarious things that are going on behind the scenes, but this is like one of the most concrete pieces of evidence showing an elected official of the United States of America aiding and abetting criminals. She should be put behind bars, never mind, you know, disbarred from Congress and ousted from her seat, maybe even deported. I think she should be facing prosecution to the fullest extent of the law. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've got some good news too, especially in regards to perfect segue to deporting illegal criminal migrants. I'm going to share with you a quick clip of Caroline Leavitt, who's just done a fabulous job as White House press secretary, schooling the Hippocrats, aka the Democrats, on everything, specifically lately what's going on with USAID, USAID, and all the egregious expenditures of our hard-earned taxpayer dollars on transgender operas and DEI comic books, of all things. That's just a few of the things that USAID, USAID has been spending our tax dollars on. But stick around. I'm going to share with you a really cool video of an update of what's happening with the criminal migrant airplane flights to Gitmo. But first, she's back at it again. Jasmine, full of Crockett. I don't understand how she's allowed to have a platform. Of course, CNN gives her a platform, but listen to what Jasmine Crockett says about President Trump and his administration. Just watch this.
And the coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert.
Okay, I just have to cut in here for just a second because, excuse me, Representative Crockett, the 80s called, they just called, and they want their shoulder pads back. Are you kidding me right now with that outfit?
There is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror, because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who some of ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
Wow. Just wow. There's so much that's wrong there. She is by no stretch of the imagination, no exaggeration whatsoever, she is peddling false information to the 10th degree. But as if that couldn't be any worse, she then states an unequivocally false statistic and stat, and she even dares us to Google it, which I did my research and I'm going to show you. Listen to this quick clip right here.
Backed up by other white supremacists. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists. Yet for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down right here from within. Here is the problem.
Of course, Congresswoman, to interrupt you, but President Trump, of course, has denied any allegations he's a white supremacist, and that's why he apparently fired what he is. I know your point, but he did fire Darren Beatty in reaction, they believe, in part to his attendance at that conference. Does that change your opinion in any way?
No, it doesn't change my opinion.
I understand all this talk about how they're not letting us in. They're not you're the freaking, you're a member of Congress. Obviously, they let you in. So are you saying that you weren't let in legitimately through your qualifications and skills? Oh, they didn't let us in. We're suffering. We're so oppressed. You want to visit oppressed people? Get out of your comfort zone of your rich mansion and all your lavish lifestyle with private detail and security and cars and limos, etc., and actually go to a country where literally an entire village needs to share a cup of water. Then you'll know who's really oppressed. But since you dared me, Jasmine, full of Crockett, that's my new nickname for her, little quote, air quotes there, Jasmine full of Crockett, because she is full of Crockett. I have some stats for you. Check this out. So I think you doth profess too much, Miss Crockett, because the actual fact of the matter is that 42% of blacks are committing the offenses versus 29% of whites. And they're doing it, if you look at the victims are 55% black or African American and 40% white. And if you want to make it about race, which you did, and I'm just doing this, this is by the way, a stat taken from the actual FBI, all expanded homicide offenses versus victim demographics. If you want to make it about race, I don't want to make it about race, but you do. But I mean, you asked me to fact check it, so I am. This is the actual fact. The black population makes up less than 15% of America, and yet for some reason, they're committing 55% or more of the crime. So this whole idea that you actually go on a national televised corporate propagandist media network like CNN and say that white supremacists are committing 80% of the crimes is, you can't even say it's false. It's just preposterous. I would love to get your thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below. And then lastly, I want to leave you with something decent, something positive about our country. This has been the greatest 2 weeks of any presidency in the history of America. He has done so much. And now Caroline Leavitt just posted this about what we're doing, making America safe again. Promises made, promises kept. Watch this.
I can also confirm that today, the first flights from the United States to Guantanamo Bay with illegal migrants are underway. He's no longer going to allow America to be a dumping ground for illegal criminals from nations all over this world. And so El Salvador has not just agreed to the repatriation of their own citizens, but also illegal criminals from other nations who will then be sent to their prisons. Venezuela as well has agreed to repatriation flights, and Colombia also agreed to cooperate with the repatriation of illegal Colombian nationals that we have found in the interior of our country.
One America, and we're winning. Caroline Leavitt is referring to newly appointed Secretary of State Marco Rubio having an amazing connection and conversation with El Salvador President Bukele, who has agreed to not only take his own criminal illegal citizens back, but citizens that are here illegally from other countries as well. That is what you call diplomacy. That is what you call connecting, negotiating, working it out through the art of the deal with other countries. And I am just so happy. This has been the greatest 2 weeks of any presidency in the history of the presidents. I'm telling you right now, in the history of our country, it is just absolutely phenomenal. We are winning, and we're going to continue to win. This is the excitingest, that's not even a word, that's how excited I am, the most exciting time ever, and it's just going to get better. Our grandkids, great-great-grandkids from the future are thanking us right now. As a matter of fact, if you happen to be watching this, my great-great-great-great-grandkid, leave a comment down below. Somehow I'll see it. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering where you can get one of these made in the USA original Nez Nation Patriot merchandise, we got so many things. We got hats, we got hoodies, shirts, jogging outfits, mugs, you name it. I mean, backpacks, dog bandanas, the whole 9 yards, and so many new designs. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Go check it out. Just go to ProfessorNez.com/merch. Make sure you check out these other videos just in case you happen to have missed them. Tap my face right down below to subscribe. It's free. Also, we have a free newsletter for you in the pinned comment. That's absolutely free. Sign up for that. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon. We won!